We fixin' to make this town real smoking.
At the start of this video, I just want to say thank you to everyone who joined the channel and became a member. If you want to do so, the link is in the description as well as my Twitter. You can follow me on there, also subscribe to the channel. Now that the Summer Game Fest is behind us, I think it's an excellent time to do a news update and recap everything that happened. For example, the BAM 13 tournament. I don't know if you guys paid attention to this, but this tournament was incredibly stacked. Knee came out on top, and by doing so, this bumped him up the leaderboards. I just think it's going to be interesting to look how this play out, because this is definitely going to be the last Tekken World Tour for Tekken 7. There was a tweet here from High Buff Gigas, and I thought I should mention this because I seen a full-on battle happening in the comment section of one of my past videos. Which platform do you plan to play on? Steam, PS5, or Xbox? Steam wins this and Xbox loses. I think this is so interesting how small the Xbox fan base is, but this is more so just an example of the current state of gaming as a whole. Xbox has been going down, and they really have to do a better job of building up their archive and give players a reason to buy their console. PS5 and Sony, they are just bullying the market, and in order to make it more consumer friendly, we need competition. A tweet here from Tekken Gamer, this gives us some information about Harada and Michael Murray. Harada and Michael share the one reason they were removing the heat energy change stocks was due to players not easily grasping the concept of the heat system. I've seen some people in the comment section like, oh my god, how dare they? And I didn't even have this idea at all. I didn't even think positive or negative about it, because I never played the game, but it was interesting to see a lot of people being upset by this and wanting to, I guess, experience the way that it was so they can see which of the two were better. But hey, that's why you go to the tournaments. They did 5 alphas. You should have went to one of them, gave your feedback, and maybe it would still be there. Another thing, this is about the roster. This is very exciting. Harada and Michael Murray share that compared to the Tekken 8 CNT version, which will have 16 characters, the official release version of the game will have a lot more than that. Now, the fact that they say, and that's a quote, a lot more than that, that tells me that at least the roster is going to be 36. I say Tekken 8 is definitely going to match what Tekken 7 did. Now, I don't know if they're going to go the Tekken 6 route and have 39 characters. I think that's probably too much for a base roster. I know a lot of you guys would disagree, but I just think when you add in DLC and you add in things over time, maybe just stopping at 36 or 35 probably will be the best bet. But a lot more characters than that, that tells me at least double. We learned a lot from Tekken 7. Tekken 7 taught us a lot. You know, when you have a big roster, it's a lot harder to balance each character, to make sure each character get the proper buffs and nerfs that they want. And then also too, when you do buff and nerf characters, that drastically changes which characters are popular, the usage rates. So much is decided when balancing. When it's such a large roster, it just adds that much more pressure and headache to the process. One thing that I do want to keep in mind, even though they say a lot more characters than that, there is a limit on how many characters they think a roster should have. They said in the past that no one wants to play a game with like 60-70 characters on a roster in Tekken. Tekken is different from a lot of other games because they have so many different moves, so many different setups and things like that that you have to learn and remember. In terms of when we could get more reveals, a lot of people want to see more characters, you know, your favorite waifu, my favorite waifu, our main characters, but also too, we want to see more about the game in general. And this right here kind of gives us a good trajectory on what's going to happen. We were waiting to see what final master events were going to be added, and they just updated their website. We see here that there's more challenger events. Character reveals doesn't happen there, but the master events are the big ones. And they just added Rev Major, which is in the Philippines, and they added TUG, which is in Thailand. Now, if we keep the tradition going of saying what character will be revealed at which event, Florida, I think Florida is definitely going to be the place where they show Claudio's gameplay trailer, because Claudio was teased, he was revealed, but we haven't seen his trailer. Now they have to show his trailer before the beta because he's going to be playable in the beta, and the only real event that's in between now and the beta starting in July 21st is CEO. So CEO is going to be Claudio India, I don't know if they will do something there, considering this is like, I think this is like around the time the alpha starts, so they probably won't do anything there. Evo, they're definitely going to do something massive. UK Birmingham, that's Steve Fox, of course. The Philippines could be Josie, and then Thailand, you know, Fakram is from Thailand. So revealing the character at the tournament location they're from is probably behind us, because Josie and Fakram, even though those characters have big fan bases, the one that everyone is rooting for is really Bruce. So I don't see them doing both of those characters and just ignoring the community request. One thing that is likely is probably them doing Bruce as DLC as well.